What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Alright, we're going back to Parkway Drive. Yes, indeed. Parkway Drive fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Daniela, and Daniela wanted to see me react to this song by Parkway Drive called The Void. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Parkway Drive, no shock there, and the video has 4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Parkway Drive, The Void, live at Vakken. All right, the live performance. It's always a good thing. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Vakken! I will count to 3.
Oh.
And then everyone fucking jumps.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, jump.
Okay. Okay. Reframed expectation. Good. Good chunk, and I like that. sounds like we got a guitar solo here. Let me back up. That's fine. We'll go here. Okay. It's a good song. Okay, I like what I'm hearing. There's some really nice things happening there. With that chunking is being done very nicely, very clean, thick and heavy. I like what they're doing to come out of it. It's nice. I like that. It's got a fairly easy chordal progression to follow, but it sounds good. It's pleasing to the ear. The energy and the drive of the song, a little more on the reserve side, a little more laid back. It's got that heaviness, though, because it's not quite so fast. We got that chunking going. It adds an extra layer of heaviness, which is really nice. Vocally, everything he's vocalizing, I hesitate to use the word singing, but everything he's vocalizing is fitting the mood and tone and direction of the song, so no complaints there. If I'm being honest, I think I've seen and heard better live performances from Parkway Drive on the channel. Out of all the presentations I've had on the channel, this might be the weakest one, if I'm not mistaken. Now, does that mean they're doing a bad job? No. That does not mean they're doing a bad job. They're doing just fine. I'm just saying, by comparison, looking at the other performances I've seen from Parkway Drive on the channel, this might be the weakest one. That's all. I got to tip the cap. I kind of briefly mentioned this when it happened. I like how the lead vocalist pre-framed everybody in the audience. I'm going to count to 3. And when I hit 3, everybody's going to jump. Pre-framing the crowd and setting expectation. I like it. It's smart. And as a result, he got the exact result he was looking for. He got to 3. He said jump. And from what we could see in the shot, everybody was jumping. So good on him. I wish more vocalists would do that. I really wish more vocalists would take the time to pre-frame, because you're going to get a much better response and much better results from the crowd when you do. If you just try to get the crowd to do on the fly, it's going to be a little tougher. I mean, you can do it, but it's definitely a lot easier to do it when you pre-frame expectation first. Okay, I think we have a guitar solo. Let's see if we're right about that. Lead that crowd. Okay. Not a lot to talk about. This is going to be a short review. I can guarantee it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Parkway Drive with The Void. This was a request from Daniela. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a short review. There's very little I haven't already touched on. So, don't get too comfortable. We're not going to be here for long. Let's start with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation a 7.3. Yep, 7.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.3. What does that mean? Well, a 7.3 would translate to a really good skill rating, because overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B letter grade. So there you go, 7.3, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. If I'm being honest, and you guys know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys no matter what. If I'm looking at this song compared to the other 2 songs that I've heard from Parkway Drive, I know for a fact this is my third reaction to them. This is probably the least impressive song I've heard from them from a songwriting standpoint. I found the other 2 songs to be a little more engaging, a little more interesting. This song it's a pretty good song, if I'm being honest. I think the song is pretty good. It follows a very easy format. Chord progression, really easy to follow. Nothing wrong with that, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you ask me if that's impressive, I'm going to say no. Especially that chorus. Now, the chorus is the hook, without question. That progression from the minor 6 up to the minor 7 up to the root. It's a very easy chordal progression to follow. A very stereotypical chordal progression to follow with this style of song. Okay, now is there anything wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Lots of other bands have followed that chordal progression, and they've had great success. So why not follow suit? Why not try to get that same success? I don't blame them one bit for it. I like the chunking. I thought the chunking from the guitars and bass were really heavy. I thought it was really nicely done at this tempo. It felt really aggressive. It felt really heavy, and I liked it. I liked that part of the song. Would I say impressive? No, but it sounded good and it felt good. And same thing could be said about what was happening within the vocalizations. I wouldn't call it singing necessarily, but what was happening within that vocalization, within that grit and growl style of vocals, it fit the mood and tone of the song, without question. Out of all 3 songs that I've heard from Parkway Drive, here's the funny thing. I think I might be willing to go out on a limb and say this might be the one I've enjoyed the most listening to, but it's the least impressive. Okay, so there's that trade-off. But at the same time, while I think the song is pretty good, I would give the song honestly about a 6.6, 6.7, somewhere in there. But I'm giving this a 7.3. What happened there? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say, so say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. In this case, it helped. It absolutely helped. Let's go on the checklist. Did they check off all the boxes? If I'm not mistaken, they did. Stage presence, check. Yep, they've got good stage presence. They got nothing to worry about there. They look like performers. They act like performers. Stage energy, check. Good amount of stage energy. Guitar players moving around the stage, forward and back, jumping up on the ego blocks. Lead vocalists doing the same thing. So stage energy definitely got covered. Stage interaction, check. I saw the guitar players interacting with each other. I saw the guitar player over on stage left interacting with the lead vocalist. I saw the guitar player over on stage left also interacting with the bass player quite a bit, hanging out there back there with him. So yeah, stage interaction, check. Crowd interaction, right from the beginning. The most important one for me, big check. I love the fact that he took the time to pre-frame the crowd and set expectation. I'm going to count to 3. When I do, I want to see everybody jump. Well, now there's no question marks, are there? We don't have to worry about when to jump. He's going to tell us. He's going to count to 3, and he expects us to jump. He was very specific about that. Great. So when he does count to 3, what are we all going to do? We're all going to jump. Why? Because the lead vocalist said so. He set that precedence. He set that level of expectation. And we don't want to let him down, do we? No, we do not. So great job on his part. And then doing the call and response at the end and the sing along with at the end. I thought that was really smart to do as well. But constantly through the entire performance, interact with the crowd. Maybe a little more subtly than he did at the beginning and at the end, but he was still interacting with the crowd, still pointing to the crowd, still pumping the fist with the crowd. So I like that. I did see the guitar players doing it as well every now and then, so that was also good to see. So that gets the check. Showmanship, check. Yeah, everybody up on the stage doing a great job putting on a visual show to the best of their ability. So that gets the check. Production, yeah, check, absolutely. Lots of sparklers, dear Lord. And we had some really nice pyro toward the end there as well. On top of that, the lighting, it looked like the lighting was designed to go along with the show. But at key points, the hues would change. So it didn't look random to me. So I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say the production was there. So yeah, this is how we're coming up to the 7.3. I think honestly, this might be one of the better if for nothing else, production was probably higher here than I saw in the other 2 performances. So it was definitely more engaging to watch. That's for sure. So yeah, that's how I'm coming up with that 7.3. Song may not have been the best song I've heard from them, but live show wise, it's definitely a strong live show. So yeah, 7.3, that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.3, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.